Good morning, pirates. Welcome to calendar week 41. Mushrooms and pickles. Eating one, being in another. For the first 2 years of the barracks, I often said that the experience of an entirely stress-free life was the most surprising thing about being here. In the second year, I got the pigs. Welcome back, stress. I still can't afford to feed them, and they are really good at finding and exploiting the inevitable weaknesses in their fences. But they're also just about the best thing here, so we allow them a little turbulence. This week I moved them over to their winter accommodations. They do their piggy thing in the fresh air of the pig field all summer, and then they come back into brick outhouses for the winter. It's drier, and it is warmer, and they can have as much straw as they like for bedding, which then goes on the potatoes when they have filled it full of nutrients. Assembling the fences took at least 2 days longer than I thought it would, but I'm pretty confident that this year it's a job well done. We will find out when it gets properly cold and dark. That is usually when they try to go off on adventures. Aided by the battery being less effective in the cold, short circuits caused by excessive ice, or simply the weight of the snow pulling the fences down. I am pretty confident that the strong metal fence posts will be sufficient to withstand whatever Mother Winter throws at them, and hopefully my practical education in the matter of electric fences is complete, and I have finally made all the mistakes there are to make. This is not in any way likely. The rest of the week I spent still moving wood from one place to another, but enough of it has now been stacked away nicely that I can get to the dreck on the deck. The substantial quantities of dirt, leaves, pine needles, bark, sawdust and twigs that result from a good job well done making planks and battens from trees. The good stuff gets stacked, and the bad stuff is firewood, and the dirt and muck that is scraped up from underneath goes directly to improve the quality and quantity of the earth. Trees are like pigs. The only thing you waste is the squeak. There has been, as is standard for the start of October, much animated discussion on the quality of the mushrooms to be found in the forest. Has there been enough rain? Too much rain? Is the ground warm enough? Will the harvest be good enough? Well, I went up to Berlin for a day or two, and on coming back the forest was chock-a-full of cars and people carrying baskets grubbing around in the undergrowth. So I figured yes, probably, to all the positives. And indeed it has been a fairly good mushrooming year. A friend of mine from here or hereabouts sent me a photo of his basket full of porcinis. Porcinis! A.k.a. penny bun, kep, king bolete, boletus edulis. My favourite, and usually rare around here. I went out and found a few, but I think he might have gotten the best of the pig. The week ahead. Actually almost identical to last week, raking, pickling and beans. The beans weren't quite ready to be harvested last week, and to be fair I did just say I would look at them. I did that. But this week should be good, and it is dry. We didn't have a single dry day last week, which is also not particularly helpful for raking. Downright unhelpful, in fact. We, as in multiple persons, not the usual pirate we, which is the same as the royal we, but intended to show inclusivity and lack of ownership of the project. Did you know that when monarchs write to each other they use I, but when they write to presidents they use we? Interesting, eh? We will be working hard on the guardhouse. Child number 2 and long-term resident number 1 may well move in there over the winter. It can be heated. This is a good winter thing. After the winter, then, the possibility of opening it up as an Airbnb. I'm not sure that anyone needs an Airbnb around here, but the barracks needs an income that's as plain as the nose on the pirate we face. In a word, the finances are bad. And that's enough about that. Also, seeds. I'd like to spend some time making sure that the seeds for next year are well taken care of. Mostly they hang around in paper bags in a selection of locations. Potatoes. Need checking for rot. Returning to the theme at the top of this newsletter, this week sees another source of stress which needs resolving. It's an all-official and form-filling and stuff thing, and I'm in no way looking forward to it. I'll let you know how it goes next week. Please send positive vibes. And on that 70s hippie note, I shall sign off with the reminder that you should all be looking after each other, and the hope that you are. Go call that old friend, visit that relative, drop in on a neighbour. Tell them I say hi. Much pirate love to you all. Until next time, hopefully from the barracks. Your Pirate Ben. XO. XO.